Have you ever wondered why it is that Jamaicans are so happy? You hear often about how welcoming they are, and you hear of the phrase, "no problem man." How can they be of this disposition in spite of the many different challenges that they face? Let's have the conversation.
The Jam Fam family. Jam Fam, come hang with me. Yeah.
Hello, Wagwan. Pick up yourself, whether you're dear yard or you're dear abroad. Welcome back to another episode of Life with the Jam Fams. And on this episode, we're going to explore 5 reasons that could be impacting the happiness of Jamaicans on this island. When we visit countries in the global north, we view happiness in a very different way and through very different lens than countries in the global south. Happiness in the global north is something you buy. It's convenience, material possessions, gadgets, and things like those. Families spend hours working just to buy stuff and missing out on some real intricate moments in life that they can never regain. When we look at videos about countries in the global south, we see deprivation, starvation, we see unsanitary living conditions and poor governance. And we see faces of disappointed people and lifestyle that we would never want to live for ourselves. These are both extremes, and there are middle grounds that we can achieve if we are looking to have a fulfilling and well-balanced life. The reality is that the weather, the food diversity, and the outdoor activities that you can experience in the global south makes it way much more an attractive place for us to live and enjoy our lives. Now, here are 5 reasons why Jamaicans are such happy people, and you can feel free to add your suggestions in the comments below so that we can have a vibrant yet respectful conversation about this topic. Number 1 is the laid-back lifestyle. In Jamaica, there is a relaxed atmosphere. There is an opportunity and an ability to live life at your pace. And it gives you the opportunity to appreciate some of the simple things in life. Number 2 is the people's love of having a good time. Whether it's the food, the music, dancing, entertaining, and the vibrant cultures, all of these things come together to create this powerful sense of joy in the minds and hearts of the people. Whether it's our cricket team, the West Indies cricket team playing, or our athletes going off to some other event, and you pass communities and see groups of people hitting pot covers and celebrating and shouting and cooking up a storm, and you smell those rich food in the air and seeing the celebratory behavior of individuals in those spheres just gives you the reality that even though crisis might be right on their doorstep, they are taking the time to enjoy those moments that adds to their vitality and their overall joy. The third, of course, is community bond. And in various ways, Jamaica create community bonds, whether it's through church groups, through neighborhood watches, and different sorts of clubs and society. There is always a way that Jamaicans tend to bring people together in a sense of unity and belonging, a sense of togetherness and oneness as they celebrate the many different things that happens in their sphere. Number 4 is the appreciation of nature. From beautiful landscape, lush mountains, and stunning coastlines. All of these together fosters a sense of peace and wonder in the country. Equally though, there is also the appreciation of nature when it comes to food, and Jamaicans being able to look at and source different natural and healthy foods that they're going to be putting in their bodies to help to increase their joy and their happiness and also their health and their well-being. And it's always a scene when you go out and you see the different variety of food that are present on the island in this food forest that we have had and cultivated through the many decades. Number 5 is resilience in the face of adversity. You know, challenges come, and come they may, but Jamaicans are always rising to the occasion. Jamaicans have had economical and social challenges, but they never allowed that to keep them down, at least for any long period of time. Most Jamaicans have a positive outlook and a strong sense of hope and finding joy even in difficult times. What do you think about the reasons that Jamaicans are genuinely and generally such happy people? Tell us in the comments below. How do you feel that the students or teachers at school responded to you with regards to your accent when you just came and started school?
I think it varied.
What do you mean? Elaborate.
Some people were like mimicking it because they thought that because I'm speaking it means that they don't understand better. So they were trying to sound like how I sounded, and I didn't even know what they were saying because nobody in England says any of that. At least anymore. Or
where you're from, they don't. The part of England that you're from.
England, they think, oh, you're from London.
And how does that impact on
this, like the circle and the rest of England? And when you say UK, they don't even say Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland. They just say, oh, London.
Okay.
They don't even say England anymore. They just say London.
I think it's similar to when people say, oh, you're from Jamaica, and they say, oh, Kingston or Montego Bay, because of course now they know Montego Bay because of it being a tourist hub. And occasionally people might say Negril. So I guess it's probably a similar thing, because that's the thing that they commonly know is going to be London and maybe Birmingham. So how do you take the way in which they responded to you when you were speaking?
What do you mean?
So how did you perceive it? Did you think that they were being rude, or did you think that they were trying to be accommodating to you?
Both.
Okay.
But they were trying to be accommodating, but in their accommodation it was a bit rude.
Okay. Why did you feel that the aspect of it you found rude?
Because they're just mimicking, but I'm sure if I was going to go and mimic patois as one of those British people who are trying to speak patois even though they can't do it, they would be cussing me. They expect me to be finer than they want to about my language.
Okay, so you knew the intent behind it, but it still didn't make a difference in the fact that it felt awkward. Am I understanding it correctly?
And normally when I speak with the British accent, I get more privileges, and then when I switch to patois, I don't get it.
You think so?
Yes, because one time I was buying something, and I heard that the first time I went to the tuck shop, I heard that the patty was, I think back then it was about $290. But then when I asked for it, they told me $350 in English. And I said it in English, and then but one of the people that was like, what they would say is a buddy, who was showing me like the places that we would need to learn to come from, and she was in the same line with me, so she said that it's $290 and the rest, and like the menu thing is right there. So even though she's not fully Jamaican, she still speaks patois. I do speak patois, I just choose not to. But then she said it in patois, and then
Okay.
She got the patois price and I got the British price.
So you think that sometimes it gives you privileges, but sometimes it's also a disadvantage?
Especially because I have a teacher that normally they're saying that because I'm normally passing their subject, and it's specifically about like the background of Jamaica. And I'm passing it more than the people that are actually from Jamaica and everything about it, even the things that maybe wasn't even taught. I still happened to at least guess it correctly. So, and she's normally saying that, how can you really let this British girl come here and get an higher star than me?
That's nice. So there is a balance, a blend of the two worlds. Sometimes it can give you privileges, sometimes it works against you. So how do they react now? Do they?
No.
Yeah.
They don't really care because they have found the ability to understand what I'm saying.
Okay, and they also
they
realize that you're
translate.
understanding them. Okay, okay then. That's awesome.
And I start to use more patois words, so like if I say something and then they don't know what it means, and I go to tell them what it is in patois.
Okay.
So then they're like, oh, what's that?
Okay then, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing with me.
You're welcome.
I'm going to make myself some banana porridge. I haven't had it in quite a while. I've had plantain porridge in recent times, but I haven't had banana porridge in a while. So I've got my blender kit set up, and I'm just going to put some cooking oil on my hands and then get peeling, and I will let you come along with me through the process. I've blended it and poured it all in, so now I'm going to be lighting up that flame and whisking it until I can walk away and leave it to just simmer and cook. I do whisking. Some people do spoon. I prefer the whisk. It just means that everything is just smooth and nice and creamy how it should be. So once it comes to a boil and start to thicken up, I'm just going to leave it, and then I'll come back and add in all my spice and sweeten and sit down and enjoy it. I don't like my porridge too thick, so this thickness is about fine, because then I will need to add in liquids in again when I'm sweetening it, so that's fine for me. And it's about time to sweeten, so I'm putting all of my spices in there just now. Put in some vanilla already. And now that the spices are all nicely in, I'm going to add some sugar in. Just a bit of sugar, don't really like to put a lot of that in. And then I'm going to just put some condensed milk in. And then I'm going to go in and sweeten that, and then I'll show you my breakfast. I have a container for another day, and I have the one that I'm going to have today. And most people would have it like this, but I'm going to be adding a slice of bread to mine. So how do you like your porridge? While some people have theirs with toast, I have mine with the bread inside of it, because that's just the way it should be. Outside of hot chocolate and water crackers inside of it soaking, this is the only other time we need to be having stuff like this and dip bread or biscuits in them. So here goes my porridge. Bon appetit. When was the last time you had banana porridge? Because for me it's been ages. So Eliona and I decided that we wanted to end off our day with something that we like. What it does mean, however, is that we have to make two different kinds of it. So let's just show you. So we're making her some banana fritter. So we use 2 whole bananas and 2 quarter cups of flour, and we're frying hers out now. I already made mine, and I made for myself some sardine fritters. So I used a tin of sardine and crushed that out, and then I put in my 2 quarter cup of flour as well. I did add in some blend of seasoning, a little bit of all-purpose seasoning, some black pepper, some paprika, and of course the sardine I use is the one that already comes with pepper. So we're just going to finish off this fry, and then that's what we decide that we're going to have for our supper. And then we will turn in, so of course it's two different types, so clearly we're going to have them differently. And I will have mine with some sweet chili, and I don't know what she's going to use on hers to go with hers, but this is the sweet chili that I'm going to use. So for the end result, Eliona she decided she will have it with an egg, and there is hers. So she's having a good blend of sweet and savory, and I'm having mine, and so I'm going to have that with the sweet chili sauce, as I said, because that's my meal, protein and carbs together. Bon appetit! Do you eat sardine fritters? If so, tell us in the comments down below. And if you've never made it before, is it something you would try? And how do you like your banana fritters? Tell us in the comments down below. Do you like it with more flour and less banana, or more banana and less flour? Let us know. Let us know in the comments below.
The Jam Fam family. We're Irie, living the good life. We're royal, cruising through the West Indies, having fun, enjoying the good life. Jam Fam family, the Jam Fam family, yeah. The Jam Fam family. We're Irie, living the good life. We're royal, cruising through the West Indies, having fun, enjoying the good life. Jam Fam family, the Jam Fam family, yeah. Jam Fam, come hang with me.
Hello. Thank you so much for staying with us on this another episode of Life with the Jam Fam. It was a privilege spending this time with you, and we are glad to have you as part of our community. Thanks again, and bye for now. We look forward to seeing you in the next video.